Hello friends, here comes my next video for Unit 2 and the objective number 3. As you can see from here in red color, understand and implement price mix and its components. So talking about what price mix and its components, price, first of all, I'll talk about the concept of price and its other dimensions. See, whenever you go to the market and you try to buy a product or a service, you'll see different dimensions of pricing. One is MRP, that is the maximum retail price, market operating price based upon the competition, suggested retail price as per the store, the dealer price, offer price, or best price, or store price, or our price, or customer price, or recommended retail price, lending price, effective price after further reductions or discounts. So, there are several dimensions you must have gone through or you must have heard about, and the pricing tags helps you a lot. For example, Kalyan jewelers promote their jewelry while talking about the pricing tags as compared to their competition. So they try to be more fair, more ethical through showcasing of pricing tags in advance instead of telling the customers as per their availability or as per their customer persona. So they don't change their pricing. It's very honest and ethical. So in case of services, it is very difficult to find price tags. So this was the concept of price. And if you see the particular advertisements given by Apple, they have offered you an MRP for iPhone 13, 14, and likewise, they've given you store discount. They have given you cash back on HDFC Bank's credit card, and they have given you exchange value of your old smartphone. They are also giving exchange bonus, exchange effective price. So in a nutshell, they are trying to give you the best deal, and that too on EMI. See, the idea is to ensure that the customers gets motivated enough through these best deals and through offering you the transparent pricing. And similarly, if you see ASOS and HP, they have shown you a discounted price, price post exchange bonus, exchange bank cashback, store discount as per applicable. So most of the time, a deal has to be the best deal, and the lowest price deal is the deal that pulls the target market as compared to the competitors in the market. As you can see, price is lower than supermarkets every day. So now or never, various promotion schemes given by grocers, as you can see from this particular app or this particular ad. Last day to shop, India's biggest grocery sale, 100% cash back. And there are a lot of other marketing schemes as per the visibility in this particular advertisement, as you can observe. This helps in selling products and services at ease. And as you can see, Grofers is also focusing on percentage discount, payment options, customer value propositions, marketing philosophy by returns and refunds, and trying to create a trust in the market. This is also another example for a car as a product, and they are giving you cash offer, exchange offer. They're trying to make marketing schemes for the best deal, and that's how they have created different schemes for you guys. And in a nutshell, they're trying to give you the total benefits of rupees 78,000. So, so I would like to mention over here that price means the value that you've placed onto the product for exchange purpose, plus the profit or markup is also attached in it. And when you calculate the cost, you reduce the markup or profit out of the price, you get the final markup. So price minus cost become the final markup. So the percentage actually depends upon the total markup divided by the price, you get the actual percentage. For example, the markup is rupees 10 and the price is 100. So the percentage is 10%. So, this could markup based on price, and similarly, the markup can be calculated based upon the cost at the same time. So pricing is very dynamic in nature. It represents monetary value. It is based on the psychological perceived value. So what does your psychology say? Psychology say that if the price is high, the quality is going to be high. If the price is low, the quality may be low. That's how the psychology is all about. Pricing brings revenue, and it is more complex in case of services. Very difficult to maintain the pricing for services. Pricing can be increased or decreased depending upon the market conditions or the supply demand scenario or the competition. Like as you can see in this particular example of Tide Ultra, they've reduced the price from 150 to 110. This strategy is known as downward stretch. If any entrepreneur tries to increase the price based upon the supply demand condition, this becomes the upward stretch. Uh, like this is another example for price fall by 35%. Another example for upward stretch in case of pricing is Mother Dairy is trying to improve on the prices, and that's how they have given an advertisement or made a publication in the public that the prices for the milk they have been increased. So, if you talk about the price mix or the components of price mix, I would refer to the set of decisions and strategies a business adopts relating to the pricing of the products and services known as pricing mix. And it is one of the key component under the domain of marketing mix, that is the four P's of marketing: product, price, place, promotion. And it directly affects a company's revenue, it affects a market position, and it affects the customer perception at the same time. So now let us understand the key dimensions of the pricing mix for us. But before that, the first dimension is the pricing objectives. So the main idea behind setting a price is to maximize the profit, increase the market share, achieve a competitive position in the market. So there could be a number of pricing objectives. One is ROI to stakeholders. Second is market penetration. Third could be market development. Fourth could be coverage of the cost, and so on. As you can see from my slide, there are multiple pricing objectives: survival, matching competition, and building a more user base, because the pricing would give more number of customers. So, every subject or concept revolves around certain principles. So for pricing as well, at the same time, it revolves around five C's, and it could be cost based, competition based, customer based, and context or situation environment based pricing, and it could be a control based pricing. So, as a customer, when you talk about the pricing, so the customer gives and the company gets. So, customer gives money, time, energy, commitment, referrals, past experiences, expectations, knowledge, feedback, support, and publicity. Whereas a company gives to the customers about the product, price, customer value, convenience. They create awareness in the market. They offer various choices to the customers. They offer service, warranty, guarantee as an augmented level of product. They offer you a brand, which is a promise of a good quality. They offer you quantity-based discount. They help you out through technology. They give you a good image. And at the end of the day, through their performance, they provide you satisfaction in the market. So this is all about the give and get of marketing. Now, moving further onto the pricing strategies, let's talk about the different methods which are used to set prices. So, first of the method is penetration pricing. Penetration pricing means you're trying to keep the pricing low so that you can penetrate the market, maybe a rural market or market at the bottom of the pyramid. That is helping you in terms of improving your sales revenue. Skimming prices is whereas you try to keep your pricing high at the initial stage of the product life cycle, target early adopters, but gradually you load on the prices. Then comes the competitive pricing that self suggests that this pricing is based upon the competition and their pricing methodology. For example, Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they keep on doing the competitive pricing in the market. And then comes the value-based pricing. That means the psychological benefits that you're trying to offer as a package or as a deal should be greater than the cost or the price that is being offered by you. So it is entirely, perceived value-based concept. But value-based pricing is a very important concept one has to pursue in their life. So when you talk about how to determine a price, there are several factors that becomes the base for determining a particular pricing method. So first of all, you need to calculate the cost of the production, and then you need to find out the demand, what a customer is demanding in the market, and look at the competition, how they're serving the market, what kind of pricing methodology or strategy they have used. Then also you need to ensure the legal and regulatory compliance are being met by your organization, and then you need to check on your product life cycle stages, whether it is at the introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage, or the decline stage. So based upon your stages, you can bring in your price, and then you can go with the price up or price down, that we call it the downward and the upward stretch for you guys. Now, moving further onto the price flexibility concept, because these are the price determination, and the price flexibility means you are trying to negotiate depending upon the market conditions, depending upon the customer's requirements, and then you try to close the deal for your products and services. You offer discounts and allowances like cash discounts being offered, trade discounts being offered, and then seasonal pricing to attract customers, or you try to retain customer through these discounts and allowances. Apart from that, you also offer good payment terms and credit policy that shows an accounts receivable concepts, and the balance of payment gets reflected in your profit and loss account. So these are the terms under which payment is accepted. Either it could be a cash or a credit or an installment plan. So for a market, it is very, very important that they come up with the pricing payment plans, or they create different terms and conditions for their target markets. So pricing is very, very important for us to know, as it influences consumer buying decisions due to discounts. It affects your brand image and product positioning as mass segment, niche, and luxury segments, because it directly impacts profitability. It is due to competition, your products and services are not being sold probably, or you are facing a lot of challenges. However, pricing will enhance your sales revenue if done correctly. It also helps manage demand and improves your market share. Now, on to the key pricing decisions that a marketer need to take care of as a business analyst or joining as a data analyst position. So pricing manager is a very important role that one has to play in determining how a product is priced in the market. So this has to be a very strategic role. So if you keep a wrong pricing strategy or adopt a wrong pricing method, probably you will end up losing your market share. People will not buy your products and services. So the decisions taken by the pricing manager, it directly influence the company's revenue, the perception of the consumers, and the competition as a whole. So let us understand the key pricing decisions taken by pricing manager. So first is he needs to set the pricing objective. So what is his objective? The objective could be the improvement in market share, or penetrate the market, or retain the customers. So you need to align your pricing goals with the overall marketing goals. Then you finally need to select a pricing strategy, be it a penetration or skimming or competitive or cost based or value based. These concepts has already been described to you a few minutes back. And then the third decision the pricing manager needs to take is he needs to analyze the cost and calculate the profit margins. So it could be a 21% profit margin, or 12% profit margin, or 5% profit margin, depending upon the scale and the kind of customers that you're getting, or the kind of channel distribution that you have created. So as a practicing manager or a pricing manager, you need to evaluate your fixed and variable cost to ensure that price covers your expenses at the minimum level. You need to set profit margins so that you remain more competitive. Then you need to understand the customer demand. You need to analyze price sensitivity in the market, and at what price customer is willing to pay the amount. For example, a Bisleri cannot come for the rupees of 100 because customer is not willing to pay rupees 100 for a Bisleri. However, he is willing to pay maybe rupees 20 or 25. That is how the nature of the product also determines price. So you need to use tools like demand curves or price elasticity analysis to adjust your prices accordingly in the longer run. As a pricing manager, you need to monitor your competition, their pricing models. What are they doing in terms of differentiating their products and services? You need to decide on what kind of discounts and offers you need to bring in, because without the creation of marketing schemes these days, it is becoming impossible to sell your products and services. So you need to ensure that your offers are aligned with the brand image and the profitability goals of the organization. Then, as a pricing manager, he is responsible for setting payment terms and ensuring the credit policies. And these credit policies helps you sell your products at ease by your sales professionals in the market. Then you need to make geographical and segment-based pricing decisions, in which geography you belong to, what kind of segments you are trying to serve. Then you need to consider factors like local taxes, the GST, the demand variations, or the purchasing power of your target market. The legal and ethical pricing compliance is of a must to be done by you, because it ensures all pricing practices are complied within the laws. For example, anti-price discrimination, the price fixing. You must avoid unethical practices like predatory pricing or false discounting, because it brings up a negative image in the market and you get a negative publicity, and people don't come to you for buying your products and services. As a pricing manager, you need to review probably on a quarterly basis or 6 months basis every time, and then you adjust your pricing through downward and upward stretch. You can analyze or monitor market trends, the changes in the cost, and the feedback given by the customers. And based upon that, you need to make your pricing adjustments. So this was all about with respect to the pricing unit, which is the unit number 2, objective number 3. And I'd like to end this video now. And in my next video, you'll find the objective number 4 being covered, that is understand, implement, place mix, and its components. Thank you very, very much.